Hello.
Hello, hi, Ravi.
Hi, Shahid. Good morning.
Good morning. Yesterday we have left it, creating Copper data source. Now we have to continue that. Should go to KEP0, and here you have to give the name. Naming convention is 1 underscore CO underscore PA. I have given this name. Okay, you have to keep create IDEA is the operating concern. Now we are going to create costing based. So for the costing based data source, we have to execute the KEP0. So we have given the field for partitioning is bookers. Now I will select very few fields. We don't want this many fields. So there are a lot of fields you can select from this, and whatever you select here will be added to your extract structure of a data source. So you will be extracting the data for that. We have selected fields, few of them, and we will continue with that. So now we have to give the access. Now you can see that our data source is generated. You can know that by looking at the extract structure. When the extract structure is generated, it means the data source already generated. Then the extract structure with the name of Z means user created extract structure. And there are a bit of maintenance for the fields. You can see that there are four fields: selection, hide field, inversion, and field only. I will explain what they are now. We have four options for a field. So selection means when you do this selection here, when you select a field, it means it will appear in the selections of info package and RSA3 extractor checker. It means it is the field will be used as a selection. In order to extract the data, you can give the selection range or single values and see only those values. I mean, you can only extract only those values, so it will be saving time and effort. For that purpose, we have to click the selection option, and that field appears in selections. Hide field, if you use hide field, if you check hide field, it means that you will be eliminating that field from BW itself. It means that field doesn't appear in your extract structure anymore. So you can choose hide field to take out that field here. And to not using that field, you can use that. If you choose inversion, the system will multiply the field with -1. So when you multiply the field with -1, it means that the negative values will be given. It is, I mean, it doesn't matter whether the field is for the characteristics, because characteristics are different. It will multiply the key figures with -1, and then what will happen is, for example, if you have loaded the wrong delta, and you want to, you want to nullify that data load. You do not want the data in the OLAP system. So you can either do selective deletion, or you can do the inversion of the fields, and then you can make those particular key figures to zero. So by using inversion, you can multiply it -1, and then when you load the data, those particular key figures will be, for example, you have already loaded data for the delta, and you are repeating the delta and with the -1. So what will happen? Plus and minus equal to zero. It will become zero, and then you will be able to have the desired values. So for that purpose, we can use inversion field only. When we do the enhancements, data source enhancements, then we have a option to select, do the selections, or we can use it as a field only. So when you select the field only, that means that that field cannot be used for the selection itself. So when you check this option in enhancements, you cannot use it as a selection. And when you, even for the enhancer field ZZ, which you add ZZ fields, for those fields as well, you can do the field only, and then they won't be able to. You won't be able to use it for selection purposes. So that will only be for as used as field. For selection, it is not used. So that is the use of this, and here we will select the fields we want. Let's select company code, business area, controlling area, plant, and this. Okay. Fiscal year. So this we can use it as a selection, and that's it. We will keep it simple, and let's save this data source. CSBST is what we have created successfully.
Okay.
CSBST. Go to RSST extract checker. Here CSB. So you can see these are the selections we have checked, and those selections will appear here. And if you want to filter the data, you can filter it on this selection by using this selection. So I want to check the amount of data available. So there are 55,266 data records available for this, and we have to extract this data to the BW system now. So this is the data we have. And for this data, we have to create a structure. We have to create a data flow in BW and extract this data. And once you successfully create the data source, you have to go to RSS6, which is the post processing of data sources transaction. Here you can find the data source you have created. You have created in COPA, and here it should be available.
COPA CS.
Where?
This one CSBST. Yeah.
Yeah, this is our data source, cost-based data source, CSPST. So once it is activated here, you have to go to BI system and create a data flow. You have to go to data sources. The data flow that we create here will be uh, the custom data flow. I mean, the data source we have generated is still a business content data source, but customer generated business content. It is not completely as is process. We generated the business content data source, so it is a customer generated business content data source. Only for the COPA and for FISL, it is this option is provided for to generate a data source, our version of data source, and then after that we have we have to completely create new objects in BW system. The data flow is not available from the uh, SAP, so here we have to create that. Here controlling COPA, you have to replicate the metadata to get the data source. You can see now
Yeah.
thoroughly that there is no data source here. So we have to replicate that. So you can right click on the application component, not on the data source here because we haven't got the data source at all here. So you have to right click on the application component. We know that it belongs to the COPA, and we have generated the data source which is COPA, and that is why we have come to this application component in profitability. So replicate this application component. If I have done on the whole SAP level, I
Mm-hmm.
would have to replicate all the hundreds of thousands of data sources. So instead of that, what I have done is to come to the COPA exact module and exact submodule for the profitability analysis and replicate that. So here it is asking us to replicate the data sources like either in 7.0 version or 3.x version. 7.0 version data sources are RSDS data sources and 3.x version are ISFS data sources. So here we will go for the 7.0 data source because we do not need to keep 3.0 because we are not going to use the SAP given data flow. So there is no SAP given data flow. So we want when there is an option we will definitely go for the newer version. So this data source is not ours. You can see the data source is PA 100 something, and uh, it is uh, it is not our data source. So by the way, we will continue with this.
Okay.
I guess I have clicked my data source as well. I don't know. We'll let it.
Okay.
So there are 66 data sources newly created but not replicated. So it will replicate all of them. Now you have to find your data source. here, this one here. So once you activated your data source, you have to do some manual work. Like you have to find the info objects, relevant info objects for the fields. And if you, in case you don't have the relevant info objects in BI system, then you have to create those info objects. So here, what I will do is to, there are some 24 fields. So press Ctrl Y and select this. Okay, and Ctrl C. I will create Ctrl Y. So here we have took all the 24 fields here.
Okay.
Now we'll go back, and how to get the relevant info objects for the fields is we have to go to S11 in the BI system. We are going to S11 in the BI system, which is the ABAP dictionary. So here there is a database table called RSOS field map. So this database table we have to display. In this database table, we will get the field names and as well as info object names. So if you give the field names, you will get info object name. If you give the info object name, you can get field name as well. So this is the contents RSOS field map. When you see the fields, you have the contents here. You have to click on the contents, and here you can see the selections. We got the field names, so this is what we do. So there is a source, like you can give the data source and find the fields, and you can give the info objects and find the fields, and you can give the fields and find the info objects. So there are a few. I mean, that data is available in this uh, database table. So now I'll give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll give 8 each. So here, continue with that. For the multiple selections, you have to click this for the multiple selection and execute this. Here you will get a lot of a big list of fields and info objects available, all active versions and delivered versions, everything. So we have to look at our version of the field. And so PERIV is the fiscal variant. We can use fiscal variant for that. And currency type, we have a 0 currency type here, info object. So these are info objects and these are fields. And this is the version. So for that we have to do the okay. So here we will give the info objects, currency type, 0 currency type. And for value type, zero valuation. You can see the value type is there before, but I haven't selected because it is in D version and I was looking for A version, and there is the same info object available in A version, so I've selected that. And then GJHR. Fiscal year. And this is for the fiscal variant. PRIO. We haven't got to see. Here there is fiscal period. WRTTP. We type VRGAR. GAR is what we are looking for, and we didn't get it.
Yeah, I'm also looking.
So let me first finish this
Okay.
VRSI. Mm.
There is no other way to find these. Shayad not like instead of looking like this one.
No, there's no way.
Oh,
This is the table where all the information is stored.
okay.
Either you should have the, I mean, either you can do manually, more manually, like go to the info objects, transaction code RSD1, and then you can search each and every
Mhm.
thing. You can do the search. One of them.
Okay.
But for the information, this is the only thing.
Mhm.
ERSI. Okay, is this we have finished it or what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we are looking for something which we didn't do. So VRGAR is not available here. So let me um, cut this first, and let's try for VRGAR separately. So execute this. There is no table entries found to this.
Mhm.
So let's continue with this. 1, 2, 3. So company code is company code for the bookers. Where is company code here? Business area. Eliminate. Control area. Works is planned. One, two, three, four. And one is country. VERSI and KNDL. We haven't got VRSA. There is something based on valuation or something, but let me see. Zero version. This one is still not available. Okay. This is profit center. WERS, which is a currency field, it is not available. I don't know why.
Okay.
Let me see. We need that, I guess. It's only what. Yes, we can go ahead with this,
Okay.
and we can create a data store object first. What is it for the creation of data store object it is giving? I thought we will finish this today.
Yeah, okay.
So I can't open any data sources there. There is some error. I don't know how to rectify this. Just have it's a kind of short dump
Okay.
and all that. Someone has done something, we cannot do anything now.
Okay.
So you can see it is not just now. You can see the short terms.
Mm-hmm.
This is our user, right? SAP server.
Mm-hmm.
We are trying it now 3-4 times, but
Oh,
someone is doing before that for a long time. BW remote.
okay.
So I have to stop the class here.
Okay.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Actually, I thought at least I can teach the performance tuning,
Mm.
but I can't open even an info cube, so
Okay.
they show the performance tuning there in info cube. I have to save this as well. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, Shahid. Thank you.